Well, I hope you guys like surprises because I was really surprised with the Smith's 3-in-1 Field Sharpener. Now, if you're watching this video, you love knives so much that you use them regularly and they're dulling on you and you want to sharpen them, but you're on a tight budget because this guy ran me $18 over on Amazon. I will have links in the description below over to Amazon, not only for this 3-in-1 sharpener, but also a few other options that I love and swear by, so that by the end of this video, regardless if it's this model or a different one, it will help you guys out to pick the right sharpener for you, particularly if you're on a budget. So I just picked this up on a whim, and it has some features of other designs that I regularly use. Now, long ago, I had the Spyderco, I can't remember what it's called, the Spyderco sharpener that has these ceramic rods and you can buy the diamond stones and all that. And it's a good sharpener, but you can't really reprofile the edge on your knives. If you have a knife that has a really wide edge, or if there's just super gnarly burrs and, you know, maybe an axe or something, it's just like chips and rolls and dings, and you basically have to put a brand new edge from scratch on it. That Spyderco sharpener really didn't do a good job. And I'll say that this one is not really your right choice either. I think this sharpener is best suited for people who use kitchen knives, lots of pocket knives, and are looking to just tune up their blades on a regular basis. Maybe you get a couple little nicks, burrs, and it's not that big a deal. If you're somebody who uses a lot of larger tools, axes, machetes, large choppers, tomahawks, and you're looking for a sharpening system to not only reprofile edges, but also handle really bad damage, this is not the right sharpener for you. This is a quick, easy, budget-friendly option for those of you who love pocket knives and kitchenware and need to tune them up. So let's go ahead and start with my favorite part of this tool. Now, it's these two ceramic rods here. They do have them in kind of an angled format, so you can absolutely resharpen serrated blades if you wish, fish hooks, or just your average blades. These are about 4 inches long, these two ceramic rods, great for even just throwing in a pack, not carrying the whole system, because that's the other thing. I'm not a big fan of the name Field Sharpener. This is pretty large. I would only take this car camping. I would not take this on a backpacking or multi-day trip or hiking for the day. It's just too large. But the ceramic rods are the perfect size at just about 4 inches. And I got to tell you, I tuned up my entire kitchen set and several pocket knives, and including tuning up some very large machetes that had recurves in them. So these ceramic rods do a phenomenal job of putting razor sharp edges back on your blades, as long as they're not heavily damaged. If you're quick about taking care of your blades, these two rods work fantastically well. I really like how they operate. They even thought through the fact of kind of giving you this little cover that acts as a door that we'll look at in a second to slide in right here, and then that guards your hand when you're holding the sharpening system and you're running your blades through. Totally dig that. Really thought through that. So for ceramic tune-ups, this thing is super fast and works fantastic regardless of the size of knife, little small guys or large machete choppers. The next aspect is this Carbide pull sharpener. I hate these things. I do not recommend using them unless you're basically having to put a brand new edge on a cheap steel knife, like maybe a kitchen knife or maybe like a Swiss Army knife, an Opinel, something like that. And you basically, the edge is totally shot. You can run this through there and it'll do a decent job of giving you that initial 2 grinds on either side to then work with the diamond stone and the ceramic rod. I would never put my more expensive blades through here that I love and that already have a decent profiled edge on them. This is just not going to work well for it. It's going to damage them and really is not the way you want to go. So please, user beware. If you have high-priced, expensive blades, I would not run them through this Carbide sharpener right here and would stay away from that and use the diamond stone and use the ceramic rods only. Finally, to the diamond stone here. Works well. It's a fine stone though, at I believe 750 on the grit. So it's fine and not coarse. And that's where I believe this just really isn't good for those really heavy duty reprofiled or damaged edges, because nothing on here is really suited to give you that initial taking care of the burrs and getting rid of all the damage and then giving you spaces to work with. So again, this is only for minor damaged blades or fine tuning knives that already have a decent edge on them. You're just not really happy with their sharpness. Again, kitchenware or your pocket knives, regardless of the quality of steel, even S35 VN, you know, whatever, you'll be able to tune it up, but you will not be able to reprofile it, in my opinion. So you got about 1 inch by 4 inches again here to work with. Works great. Just use a little bit of water, put it on there, and then you are good to go. It even has a little micro area here for your smaller blades, fish hooks, whatever that is designed for that. These little gaps act as a place to pick up the material that is being removed from the blade and keep it so that once you rinse it off, it washes away really quickly. So really well thought out, but again, it's a fine coarseness, not a coarse coarseness, if that makes sense, at about 750 on the grit. Finally, there is a little storage area here for your ceramic rods in the bottom, so you can clasp this up and put it in a drawer or in a case. That's a little nice feature there, keeps everything nice and secure, but it is somewhat larger. For me personally, guys, when I look for an actual field sharpener that I'm going to put in a backpack, that I'm going to carry on a multi-day backpacking trip, maybe a bug out bag, something like that, then I would go with the WorkSharp field sharpener. Now that's going to be about $30. I have like 5 of them. They are fantastic. Those do have a fine, coarse ceramic and a leather strap, but they're not going to be as fast to use as this one is. This is great because I can just throw those ceramic rods in there, bam, tune up my blades. If there's a little bit of a burr, a little bit of a nick, I can easily work it out with the fine stone and get it done real fast. The field sharpeners take a little bit more time from WorkSharp, and you just have to put a little bit more effort in them. Same with the WorkSharp guided sharpener, which is a phenomenal set, but that's going to run minimum $50, and the upgraded version that I recommend is going to be about $70 to $80, and that is for those of you who have lots of knives that you have to do a lot of reprofiling and or damage control. You go out in the wilderness a lot, like myself. I'm always testing out blades, and sometimes I get knives that I'm not happy with the grind angles, and then I have to completely reprofile, or I go out there, I just thrash on the blade, and now it's got chips and burrs and nicks, and I got to totally reprofile the whole thing and work it out again. That's where the guided sharpener from WorkSharp works really well, or their belt run system as well that I'm currently testing out, their Ken Onion version. So I will have links to all those WorkSharp systems as well, but they're going to be more expensive and take a little bit more time. This is a quick fix, budget-friendly option that I love and that I'm going to regularly use. This is actually going to go in the kitchen drawer, and we will regularly use when I just need to tune up one of my pocket knives before I head out for the day, or to keep the kitchenware tuned up. So I hope this video, guys, has helped you out with your decision on what to purchase when you're on a budget. I do really like this Smith 3-in-1 field sharpener for those quick projects. As always, thank you so much for coming over here today, checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to answer any questions that you have in the comments below. Check us out on all the relevant social media as well. It's a great way to see what's up and coming, projects that we're working on. And finally, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.